Tiffany, hey, what's up? Hey, I got you lined up here, and this is just kicking butt, man. This is just incredibly versatile and gorgeous and well balanced, and it's got legs and it's got substance, and I'm really pleased with it. Um, the let's look at the presentation. Your first page, you've got this vertical orientation, obviously to suffice the building. But then on your second page, you go into a completely different orientation. So, and, it's not good to change page sizes midstream, so to speak. So you don't want to do that. Keep your presentation as consistent as possible. I think right here is where you're starting to get some weirdness, because you're setting yourself up here. In this page right here, you should be setting yourself up to really create a good, solid, consistent margins and cadence and a nice, solid interior grid. But you're not. And I'm not sure why. You have a perfect opportunity to. I mean, if you just line everything up just like that, so your text is already taken and making the way you want to do this, but then you just got to get that pulled in and aligned and those rings in aligned, so we have some good left alignment going. Then you can start working with your other pages. You see what I'm saying? So this page here, immediately we scroll to the next page. I'm wondering if this is a two-page layout. Hold on one second, because I want to, it is, isn't it? Okay, let's talk about it as a two-page spread then. So, yeah, this still is questionable. I don't know where this little half page came. So anyways, see this alignment would be just like this. So if I command R this and I pull out maybe it'll work, maybe not. Never know with Adobe. Okay, so here's there's your alignment. You would align everything to that. And then next page, as we scroll down, so I see what you're doing here, and if it looks like you're mirroring your layout, but this type here and this type here are two different types, inconsistent. You've got some alignment issues. If I draw a guide right there, you can see this guy up there this type needs to be pulled down to be in alignment with that type there. Looks like your margins are a little inconsistent. That looks too small. Next page. You've got to really look at how these images fit together. Okay, these are okay, not great. These two images are horrible together on the page. A couple of reasons. This one's kind of pointed this way. This one's pointed this way. This one is kind of skewed. Not only is it kind of distorted by the little camera distortion, both here and here, but it's just a really tough. There's so much pattern and texture here that this is just going to be really difficult. There's just too much competition between these two images. Moving again. All right, this right here is, to me, where the rubber meets the road. I think this right here is the meat of your presentation, because this is making good, solid sense. Okay, this is where you started. You went from here to here and you even showed us the shapes that you took, and then you inverted it and went from here. And wow, it looks, wait a second, it's an F for Frankfurt. That is so brilliant how that worked out. It reminds me of that Sagmeister video we watched at the beginning of the semester. So key on that. That's a wonderful progression when you're ready to show this in your portfolio. Really, really key on how you went from that to that to that. Okay. This page over here. Again, you got some alignment issues. Here's our. Boy, I just don't like Adobe. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't like Acrobat. Yeah, Okay, so you see there now, if we draw another guy down on this side, that's the only way. I can't even do it. I'll forget it. I'm not going to waste any more time on that. That's not a line. Um, these are, you need to get a grid in here. Remember we talked about that grid? Get your column grid in here instead of just kind of taking these and kind of throwing them and see where they land. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, you did this thing where you had this old logo, this logo right here, and you created these pictograms along with creating this logo. Okay, which is great because these pictograms have some visual characteristics of this logo. However, you changed gears, gave us a new logo. Old pictograms don't work with it. They're just not. There's no groove there, man. I mean, you had some points and some different shapes that were consistent between the pictograms and the logo. So now you're getting these more organic, smooth, organic curves instead of these pointed like train versus leaf thing, and it's just not working. So you're going to have to reevaluate your pictos. These look great. This looks great. That's not a billboard though. Don't try to present something that's not. There's no reason why that's a billboard. I mean, if you put it in an image and Photoshop it in a billboard, yeah, it's a billboard. But right now, that's just a. Oh, and I wanted to talk about the background. Let me know if that's your background, okay? If you didn't create that background, I want to see something. Past blah 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 photos. That's not a credit. You can't do that. Come on, you know better than that. Tiffany, you got to give me the image credits. You can't just say I got photos from Pixabay.com. That's not good. That's not good. It's because somebody shot that work and they need to be credited for it. Just like if somebody borrowed your work, you wouldn't want to say, you just kind of blow it off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not seeing that background, and I'm a little bit concerned. I would rather you develop your own background than place a background. I think I said that last week. But anyways, so you're moving in some really cool directions, and the writing's coming along great. And I'm digging it. So if you have any questions, just get with me. I'll be here, and I'm in my studio all week. So if you need to talk, then here I am. Give me a holler. Awesome job. Thanks.